Magnificent state with this week's edition of Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. Brought to you by Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
I guess it's appropriate. Somebody today told me, why don't you go take a hike?
This would be a great day to do it, too.
Well, that was just a play on words, Brian. I thought you'd talk a little bit more than that, since you're always trying to take a hike.
Well, I'll tell you this, that a couple of days ago, my daughter Amy, who's here with us, took a little 2.5 mile hike on the Bufflehead Bay Trail that starts just west of Jolly Rogers Marina. There's a little place that you can turn off there, a small parking lot that holds about 7 or 8 cars, and you go along the lake on a paved trail, and then it gives way to a regular trail and goes up the mountain, and really nice hike right here in central Arkansas.
Don't you like the way I led you into that?
I do. I love the way you led me into that because I was just dying to tell you about that.
Just speaking of dying, what a great day we got in the store tomorrow. Was it 70? Did it make 70 today?
I think it did. It was short sleeve weather.
Yeah, you see me, I'm bundled up all the time.
It's absolutely awful.
It was wonderful, and for people that are into the duck hunting, it's not duck hunting weather.
Terrible.
Yeah. Have you been?
Yeah.
All right, so
I just came back this morning.
You did. All right, so we got Jeb Burnett with us here, hunter beyond compare, firearms expert, silencer maker, all around tinkerer and knower of all things weapons related. So we've got him in here. Carlton Wing will join us here in a little bit. So we got a good program, Ray.
Now I teased on drive time we were going to talk to somebody about striper fishing. I guess I was wrong.
I don't know. I mean, there's never a bad time to talk about striper. Oh, I tried to get a guy to come in about striper fishing, and he said it's not time yet, but it will be. You know, February is kind of the time when the stripers start to move upstream, do their thing. You know, you and I have gone a couple of times. We've caught walleyes, but never caught stripers. That's when we met that nut down there on the sandbar that one time.
That's the day you put me in a canoe that was about 6 foot long. There's 2 of us in there, and your knees were in your chest. We went up river, and I said, if you don't mind, let me go over and sit on that log. And he did, and he went and caught fish when I sat on a log, like a knot on a log.
Like a knot on a log. And we also, Jeb, we met this guy. I don't know how he got there or what he was doing there, just kind of one of those dudes that you meet every now and then in the middle of nowhere, where
he was present,
where the hair's kind of you're one.
You heard banjos.
Yeah,
almost.
And he was like, he was real insistent that we, launch the canoe in a certain way in a certain place and all this, and we never turned our backs on the guy. I'll put it that way.
Probably smart.
Yeah. And then he was gone. It was like, as quickly as he appeared, he was gone just as fast.
I got a question. You had a piece in the newspaper Sunday talking about the number of ducks. How do they do those surveys?
They go, they fly. All right, they've got a map laid out in grids, and they fly these things in transects, back and forth, and they've got if I understand this correctly, this is the way the feds do it in Canada. They've got a piece of for lack of a better word, a paper, and there's a certain number of ducks that they can estimate to be in the size of opening in this paper, and they count them. And it's an estimate, but they say it's pretty accurate. And that's how they do it.
It didn't sound very scientific to me.
Well, it's the best they have. It's like when they estimate quail populations.
They're wrong.
Yeah, when they estimate quail populations, I mean, they used to do it by how many quail whistles postal driver, rural postman heard when they were out driving around. Well, that's
that's very scientific.
It's not, but it's
the government's involved.
but it's the best they have.
I can understand having a certain size aperture and how many ducks are in that aperture.
Right.
You can see, but I still think it's wrong.
Oh, an aperture. I don't. It's not even my.
It's an opening.
It's an opening. Yeah.
That's not my vocabulary. I know what it means.
A specific opening.
I've never used that word.
So yeah, a lot of things in wildlife management are not particularly precise. I'm not going to say not scientific, because the method is scientific. They do it the same way all the time, and they have the data that they compare. It's like with the fisheries. When they're doing electroshock things, they'll go into the same coves, same areas. They'll shock what they shock up, And I've had fishermen say, "Well, what are you doing over there? There's no fish there. Over here." But this to keep their data pure, they sample the same places.
Sure.
Ray's just kind of sitting here looking at us like, you guys.
No. Hey, this program's to inform, entertain, and educate, and you're educating me.
Okay. So you remember the day that I had you crammed into the canoe?
How can I forget that? I had knee surgery right after that.
Yeah, and that was also the day that the Game and Fish crew came down. You remember them? They were all in kayaks,
Yeah.
and they were doing a fisheries survey with rod and reel and hook, and doing smallmouth sampling. Fishing, yeah.
Sweet.
Well,
Terrible job.
I know. It's almost as bad as mine.
I've got one other question for you. You and Jeb get going here. So that picture of you in the newspaper yesterday, how old was that picture?
That was, I'm going to tell you a story about that. I think that was 2007, and I was fishing with Cochran and Jimmy Gill out on Lumsden Reservoir. And I'd caught that fish, I think, and it was 5-6 pounds maybe. And so, George's phone, you fished with him, it never quits ringing. And, we caught a bunch here. Brian caught one that was about 6 pounds. And then the next call, yeah, we're doing all right. Brian got one that was about 6.5, and it just kept going up and up and up. And finally, Jimmy Gill, turns and says in his stage whisper, that fish is going to be 9 pounds before we're over. And then it got demoted back to, back to its original size.
Hey man, fish stories.
Yeah. So anyway, we got Jeb Burnett here, and we're going to talk a little bit about suppressors. One of the things that you do at Armtac is design and build suppressors for firearms, and makes some of the best in the industry. And things have changed now. I guess the federal tax that you have to pay on those.
So part of the big beautiful bill was a zeroing out of the tax stamp. I want to be very clear in that it's zeroed out the amount. That means the tax stamp is still kind of there. It's just zeroed.
Right.
So, but yes, no longer $200 tax stamp on sound suppressors, silencers, short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, or AOWs, which are any other weapons. Those are typically disguised firearms, cane guns, stuff like that.
Get up in the mic if you would.
No problem.
All right. And as I understand it, when you are issued a tax stamp for a suppressor, that piece documentation has to accompany the implement wherever it goes.
Yeah, the item that you've got. You can either electronic is fine, electronic file is fine. People take pictures of them on their cell phone, have them saved on their cell phone. Some people shrink them down, actually hard copy, shrink them down, laminate them to credit card size, keep them in their wallet. But yeah, you should have a copy of your paperwork for your NFA item.
Does it matter if you decide to put that on? All right, so you've got it on this weapon here, and you decide you want to put it on that weapon. Do you have to?
No,
do
you can swap between.
Okay.
If you have a muzzle attachment can, which is one that a silencer, you swap between threaded barrels. No, it's not married to a certain firearm.
Well, let's talk about suppressors for muzzle loaders.
Okay.
Can you do it?
You can. If it is permanently attached to a black powder muzzle-loading firearm, it doesn't fall under the National Firearms Act because it's not a conventional firearm.
All right.
Well, we'll take our best shot, and we will be right back with more Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. Stay with us. Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
Hi, this is Joe Klein, former Razorback and owner of Corky's Ribs and Barbecue.
And I'm Anthony Lucas, also a proud former Razorback and Corky's Barbecue regular customer.
We may represent different sports in different decades, but all generations of hogs agree.
Corky's is the only place to get the most delicious ribs and barbecue at a winning price.
So stop into Corky's now and every day for never-ending specials.
Corky's,
where the hogs come home, baby.
Corky's Ribs and Barbecue.
It's back. Gwatney Buick GMC's world-famous 12 Deals of Christmas. This pre-owned year-end closeout event features 12 unique late-model vehicles that are good enough for Santa. Cars, crossovers, trucks, and four-wheel drive SUVs that will get you to Grandma's house no matter what the Arkansas weather. These aren't just manager specials. These are the 12 Deals of Christmas. Hand-picked by Jamie Cobb himself. Plus, if you're looking for new, Gwatney Buick GMC delivers with 2026 GMC Sierras at 0%, Acadias at 1.9%, and Terrains at just $279 per month. Business owners, you only have until the end of the year. And Gwatney Buick GMC has qualifying vehicles ready to help you save on taxes. Sierras, Yukons, and more are ready to provide the deduction you're going to need. It's the 12 Deals of Christmas only at Gwatney Buick GMC. 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. Call 501-945-4444. GwatneyBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade. All offers with approved credit. The range of low mileage lease.
For 55 years, you've trusted Sigma Supply for all your packaging and shipping needs. And now, as part of Brady Plus, they've got even more to offer. From janitorial supplies, facility supplies, and food service disposables, Sigma Supply has you covered. Ordering is a breeze with over 50,000 new products online at SigmaSupply.com. Call or text sales manager David Breitenberg at 501-617-4600 and ask for the Buzz discount now because it's there. And remember, if you're not using Sigma Supply that is now part of Brady Plus, you've got low-grade product, man.
Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families presents Central Arkansas Soup Sunday, March 1st at 3:30 at the Jack Stevens Center at UA Little Rock. Arkansas Advocates works for an Arkansas where every child and family has every opportunity for success. Central Arkansas Soup Sunday benefiting Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families, March 1st at 3:30. Tickets are available at aradvocates.org and at the door.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
And we're back with Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. We got the Barry White going on here. And we're visiting with Jeb Burnett, who's also a big Barry White fan.
Big Barry White fan. Al Green.
Yeah, Al Green.
Yeah.
You know,
love them all, man.
You strike me as a sly guy.
Yeah. He's sly, and a family stone.
Sly and the family stone. Absolutely.
So we were talking about things new with the National Firearms Act with the suppressors and everything, and a lot of people want to know, I'm sure, why use a suppressor? You know, like for hunting and for the normal reasons that people use firearms in Arkansas.
Sure, hearing protection.
Yep.
Cut down on noise pollution. It's silencer, obviously, is silencer suppressor. It's semantics. Technically, it's a sound suppressor. It doesn't silence anything. Legally, it's a silencer. That's the ATF and the NFA language on it. But, you know, they're not quiet on a high-powered rifle.
Right.
They're not quiet, but they are significantly quieter than unsuppressed, and they are quiet enough to meet single instant decibel reduction for OSHA standards. So under 140 decibels, you know, 20-inch 308 rifle, very common deer rifle within the state of Arkansas. You can get down in the 133, 135 decibel range. That is significantly less than the single instance hearing damage that OSHA calls for at 140 decibels. So, reduction in noise pollution if you're hunting in a more urban area or neighbors. It's great for that, but primarily, particularly in a box stand. And if you're one of these people that shoots a belted Magnum,
like myself, yeah.
Yeah. If you need that to kill whitetail deer, a suppressor on it certainly makes a huge difference.
I've seen those things in use and seen the effect that they have on deer, which is when one goes off, they kind of look up and look around and they go right back to what they were doing. What is it about
They really do. Well, it doesn't sound like a gunshot. Even on a high-powered rifle, where you still have the crack of the bullet breaking the sound barrier, it doesn't sound like a gunshot. It isn't loud. It isn't concussive. And animals just don't react to it that much. And if you're shooting at a shorter range and you're running subsonic ammunition, well, it'll sound like a pellet gun, and they certainly don't react to that.
Right. So that's kind of a thing I was kind of always interested in because this is your area of expertise.
Oh, yeah.
So if you were to power down, say, a 25-06,
yep,
to get it as close to subsonic as you could, I don't think.
Well, you can get it to subsonic.
Would you want to?
No, primarily because subsonic projectiles, and I'm talking about all pistol cartridges and any subsonic rifle cartridge, they poke holes. So the bigger the hole you can poke, the better off you are. So 25-06 at subsonic, so you've got a quarter bore projectile moving at 1,050 feet per second. It's going to punch a quarter. If you're lucky, it might punch a 300 thousandths, a 30 caliber hole through the animal unless it hits bone. Contrast that with a 45-70 running a 405 grain pill that's 458 in diameter.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to punch a lot bigger hole, even though the velocity is smaller.
So if you reduce accelerate or speed down
the
that
velocity,
much,
sure.
What does that do to the stability of the bullet?
It depends. A lot of times, what we do is we increase the weight of the projectile in addition to slowing it down. And depending upon caliber, depending on bore size, like a 25-06, if you're going to run like a 160, 170 grain bullet, it'd be really long, and thin like an ice pick,
mm-hmm.
versus going from a 275 or 300 grain 45-70 projectile to a 500 grain one. The length of the projectile isn't as long. The longer the projectile, the faster you have to spin it to stabilize it. And generally, the slower it is, the faster you need to spin it as well, given a long projectile length.
So at what speed will it stop spinning and start to tumble?
It depends on the design of the projectile. Both hollow point rounds typically start to yaw pretty badly around 850 to 900 feet per second. So, in a Bowtail hollow point or Spitzer point, that's going to be a projectile that's really designed for supersonic flight out of a high-powered rifle.
So what I'm hearing is that if you're going to do that, use a cartridge that's designed for that, and leave the speedsters to speed.
Right,
Yeah.
right. There's a lot of calibers out there designed specifically to run either supersonic or subsonic. The 300 Blackout or the 300 Whisper, its progenitor is probably the most well-known of that. And you can run a 125 grain bullet at 2,400 feet per second, or you can run a 220 grain bullet at 1,000 feet per second.
And now that we're getting into the non-toxic bullets, the copper ones and
Mm-hmm.
the other stuff,
Sure.
We've for 25, we've always been limited to 120 as being your
Mm-hmm.
top end. And now it seems like with this copper stuff, you can have longer, heavier bullets.
Yeah, you can get. There's a lot of quarter bores out there, which is 25 caliber, that are running 160, 170 grains, and you need a very tight twist rifling, 1.6, 1 and 7 twist. You have to spin them very, very, very fast, but those long projectiles are extremely stable at speed.
All right.
I've got a 20 gauge, and I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
None of this applies to that. So,
Nope.
But we're going to take us a little break here on Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. We're going to educate Ray on ballistics, and we'll be right back.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong. Right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
If you travel south towards Pine Bluff on 530, whether you're going home to Saracen or the Deer Woods or Duck Blind, don't forget to stock up at Dixon Road Wine and Spirits. Locally owned with great selections, Dixon Road Wine and Spirits is easy to get to, and their easy access drive-thru will have you on your way in a matter of minutes. They're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., and their prices are beyond competitive. That's Dixon Road Wine and Spirits, where you get more bang for your buck. Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters. When you're out and about in the natural state, whether it's work or play, make Double B's Convenience Stores your one-stop shop. With 34 locations in and around central Arkansas, there's a location near you. Stop by your nearest Double B's location and get a hot and fresh Double B's blend cup of coffee. It's always hot and fresh. And don't forget your favorite snacks. Many locations have hot delis where you can pick up a hot breakfast sandwich to start your day off right. Remember, it's Double B's, where you gas it, grab it, and go.
Say yes to the Arkansas Democrat Gazette Wedding Show, Sunday, January 18th at the State House Convention Center in Little Rock. VIP tickets are available and get you and a guest entry to our exclusive stage social event held just before the wedding show. VIP perks include t-shirt, tote, new swag, custom labels, prizes, reserved seating at the stage, and early entrance to the event. A limited amount of these tickets are available on sale now at arkansasbridalcommunity.com or find us on Facebook at ADG Wedding Show.
From Central Arkansas to South Arkansas, to Northeast Arkansas, across the state to Northwest Arkansas, you will find a Beechwood hospitality property. From the Haywood in El Dorado to the Hilton Garden in Jonesboro, to the Doubletree in Bentonville and the Staybridge Suites just south of Baumwalker Stadium, Beechwood Hospitality has a room for you. Beechwood Hospitality is the leader in hotel property management in the state. Make sure you find a Beechwood Hospitality hotel for your next overnight stay.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Welcome back to Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. As is the norm, it's time to talk. Well, his name's not Norm, it's Neil Atkinson with Sarah's Casino Resort. And Neil, I would think for a second after the NFL regular season ended, you wouldn't be real busy. I am way off base.
Well, I get a little bit of a breather tonight with no Monday night football, and but we do have a full slate of NBA games and and a few NC2A basketball games. Those are pretty popular. But we're already looking ahead. We got an early line out with Arkansas versus Ole Miss on Wednesday. Arkansas came out as a 3.5-point favorite with the early line on Bet Saracen. Got the over of 153.5. And we've also got the lines posted for the college football playoffs and all of the wild card weekend in the NFL.
Arkansas Ole Miss coming up.
Yeah, that's on Wednesday. Got Arkansas minus 3.5, so they're favored, and the over and under is at 153.5.
So what is it like not to have Monday Night Football to deal with?
Well, it's just one night off because the playoffs are played Saturday, Sunday, and Monday in the NFL, and of course Friday and Saturday we got the college football playoffs. So I'm going to take a little bit of a breather tonight, but we'll get back in the thick of it with SEC and all of the major conference play going back into play tomorrow night.
All right, folks, download the app, betsaracen.com. Neil, have a good rest of the evening. Appreciate you.
All right, good luck, everybody.
So we're back with Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors, and we are pleased to welcome into the studio Carlton Wing, who visits us periodically, and he is the host of Arkansas's Great Outdoors, the best outdoor show in America. And it's
appreciate that.
It's all Arkansas stuff, except when he's got his wife out on an ice floe, Miss Lee playing violin and freezing, and she does very well with cold fingers on that bow.
That was a fun shoot. We did some ice fishing in Wisconsin, which was just kind of a dream opportunity up there. It was amazing. And then my wife does play with violin in the Arkansas Symphony Orchestra, and has done a few music videos over our shows. And we thought, hey, what better opportunity to play Vivaldi's Winter than to go up, do some ice fishing, and then take the violin out on the lake and play that. And it was just awesome. And she did great. She's wearing gloves and is all Columbia'd up, with the winter gear. It made for a great sound.
So she didn't play and Devil Went Down to Georgia?
No, she knows how to play that. She does know how to play that, and we need to get that in there sometime. But, yeah, didn't figure it fit with the motif of a frozen winter lake in Wisconsin.
Something like that would be pretty cool overlay music for our next virtual bass tournament.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. We ought to get her just to do a little soundtrack just for our online Big Bass Battle. That would be great.
People that don't know that not familiar with that, explain what that is. It is the coolest thing I've ever been involved in.
Oh yeah, we've had so much fun with that.
It's a video game?
No, it's well, kind of. In a way, it's kind of like a video game, but it's actual video. So what Brian and I do is we get in a boat, and then we find an angler who is stuck at home or stuck at the office, and they want to fish, but they can't. And so they get on, they can watch us in the boat, and then they tell us what lures to throw. And we'll have two people, and it's a competition between these two people at home. And so they'll get like 15 minutes each, and they'll say, okay, Brian, you throw this, Carlton, you throw this, and then whoever catches the biggest bass through their virtual anglers wins the tournament. And your boss doesn't know, or you can log in, and then we will fish for you. But you get the thrill of being able to call the shots, and then when we catch a bass, that's yours. And if the biggest one is the winner.
Oh, that's the one where y'all give $1,000 the winner, right?
Well, not yet.
I'm just
but with the right sponsorship,
sponsorship.
If Ray Tucker is our new sponsor right now.
I just dropped anchor.
Well, it's even more interactive than that because we're on the lake and we describe what we're looking at. All right, so over here we're in this cove. We got lily pads. We got some stick ups to the right. We got this, that, and the other. And here's the lures we have.
Yeah.
And we're basically at their command.
Yeah.
Are you marketing this thing?
We just started doing that. Well, I guess now last year.
Yeah.
We're in January now, but we did our first one, and it was a hoot. I mean, it was just we were catching fish right and left. If I remember right, there was one where it got down to the wire. and we weren't catching big ones on that particular episode. But then Brian was using a lure. What was that? It was the from the 1980s.
Lucky 13.
No, it was a soft plastic, and it had the what was kind of like a little shad. Just
a Mepps Comet.
No, it was basically like just a soft plastic worm, like a Cinco.
Yeah.
But at the end of the Cinco, it was a little fish that was.
Yeah, that was the island fish eye.
That's it.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
the
yeah,
island
yeah.
fish eye. Yes.
Yeah.
So he pulls that out, and bam, catches it was like a 2 3/4 pounder with like a 2 minutes to go, wins the tournament for that particular angler.
You know what? Knowing you as well as I do, Carlton and Brian, you know this thing's going to take off and end up being a national deal. I have no doubt.
I can tell you, it's a lot of fun, and we have had national anglers on the show that have never fished in Arkansas, but they got to fish in Arkansas without having to get a license to do so.
Yeah,
because they were virtual. They were virtual. We were licensed. They were able to. In fact, one guy was from Idaho.
That's right.
A guy from Idaho called in and joined us on that.
Yeah, he kind of had some sour grapes. He had a little bit of an attitude.
He might have been drinking.
I don't think so. He was the one that was at work, I think.
Oh, okay.
So,
He
yeah.
might have been drinking.
But no, you're a little bit limited by your technology. We had one that we were a little too far out in the sticks, and we couldn't get a.
That's right.
Yeah, and that one, and then we had the one where some nut drilled a hole in my gas tank, and I had
I remember that.
And so I had to call that one off and come back to Little Rock at a very high rate of speed
Yep.
before all my gas drained out.
That was funny because we were kind of near Stuttgart for the one that, and we had kind of lost our signal,
right?
And I think that was the one that I had hooked into, and we could tell it was a big fish, and then his screen froze just as the rod bent around the front of the bow of the boat, and he didn't know what it was that he caught until a few minutes later when we got the signal back.
Now, what was the one? Was that one of those where we were on the Little Maumelle and you were casting at the goalpost and catch that?
That was when we did top waters only.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Brian and I did a little bit where we were only going to do top waters. That was it. Either we're gonna go big or go home.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like we were going home for a little while. It was like we were an hour and a half in, and you'd caught a couple. I hadn't caught anything, and so then I switched to a buzz bait that somebody gave me about 3 years ago called the Hog Screamer.
Yep.
And I thought, well, hey, this is perfect for Razorbacks.
It was endorsed by Ned Beatty.
Not going there.
Did you have a banjo in the boat?
we were.
Haven't we already talked about the banjos?
Had his picture on the front of the. No,
it was made by a company it's not even in Arkansas. It was called Fish Hog was the name of the company, and I thought, hey, this is a perfect for the Razorbacks and all of us, and so I pulled out the Hog Screamer. Never fished with it before, tied it on. And we're approaching two sticks that are sticking up out of the Little Maumelle River where we were. And I thought, hey, that looks like goalpost. If this is a football lure, if we catch a fish with this, the Razorbacks are going to win 10 games. I didn't specify how many seasons that would take. At this current rate, it might take a little while. But
something might freeze over.
Yeah, but by golly, I threw it in between the two. I said that looks like goalpost.
Yep.
And if a 3.5 pounder didn't jump up right there, it was awesome. That was one of the best catches that we've had. It was a lot of fun.
And then there was we came to this boathouse that was out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
and didn't seem to be any access to the boathouse.
No.
But the door was kind of raised up a little bit, and I said, if I can get up under that, man, there'll be a bass in there. I kept hitting the, boom, boom. I was like, we need to get on.
That's
out
my
of here.
neighbor's backyard.
Yeah, I know.
It's
one
literally
more,
my neighbor's backyard.
Somebody's going to be coming down here with a gun to, see what all this is about.
No, for real. My neighbor's backyard.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Oh, really?
You know where that is?
How many times do you have to tell you that?
It's out in natural steps.
Okay, well, sorry about that.
Got a 3/4 ounce jig head banging up against the aluminum.
Yeah, well, I did not put dents in the door.
Brian and I were fishing this reservoir out by Cabot one day, and we came around the corner, and there's this irrigation pipe. It's pretty good size one. And Brian says, I can throw a lure right in there. I bet you 20 you can't. First cast, boom, 20 20 down the drain.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Just a perfect arc, and the way it echoed when it hit, you know.
Oh yeah.
Sound like a cash register. All right, we're going to take a pause. Back for more in just a moment.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters. When you're out and about in the natural state, whether it's work or play, make Double B's Convenience Stores your one-stop shop. With 34 locations in and around central Arkansas, there's a location near you. Stop by your nearest Double B's location and get a hot and fresh Double B's blend cup of coffee. It's always hot and fresh. And don't forget your favorite snacks. Many locations have hot delis where you can pick up a hot breakfast sandwich to start your day off right. Remember, it's Double B's, where you gas it, grab it, and go.
It's back. Gwatney Buick GMC's world-famous 12 Deals of Christmas. This pre-owned year-end closeout event features 12 unique late-model vehicles that are good enough for Santa. Cars, crossovers, trucks, and four-wheel drive SUVs that will get you to Grandma's house no matter what the Arkansas weather. These aren't just manager specials. These are the 12 Deals of Christmas. Hand-picked by Jamie Cobb himself. Plus, if you're looking for new, Gwatney Buick GMC delivers with 2026 GMC Sierras at 0%, Acadias at 1.9%, and Terrains at just $279 per month. Business owners, you only have until the end of the year. And Gwatney Buick GMC has qualifying vehicles ready to help you save on taxes. Sierras, Yukons, and more are ready to provide the deduction you're going to need. It's the 12 Deals of Christmas, only at Gwatney Buick GMC. 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. Call 501-945-4444. GwatneyBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade. All offers with approved credit. Terrains at low mileages.
This is Anthony Lucas, here to tell you about my favorite spot in Little Rock, Corky's. Sure, Corky's may look all ribs and barbecue on the outside, but did you know Corky's was also nominated for Central Arkansas's best catfish? And don't get me started on their chicken, shrimp, and nachos.
Those Big Joe burgers, Anthony.
Big Joe, when did you get here?
You really stealing my thunder, Anthony. Corky's is my place.
No way you love Corky's like me, Joe.
Talk to me when you have your own menu item, Lucas.
Corky's ribs and barbecue.
This is Justin Akery. If hand or wrist pain is getting in the way of your daily life, it's time to see the specialists at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Their fellowship-trained hand and wrist surgeons treat everything from arthritis and fractures to nerve injuries and carpal tunnel. And with Arkansas's only hand trauma telemedicine program, advanced care is available around the clock. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Here's NASCAR Hall of Famer Mark Martin.
As a race car driver for 40 years, I survived a lot of crashes. Not everyone can run into a wall at 200 miles an hour and walk away. Without a seatbelt, I wouldn't be alive today. Now I'm retired, back home in Arkansas driving my pickup. I'm shocked how many people aren't wearing seatbelts. Why risk your life when it only takes 2 seconds to buckle up? Take it from number 6. Buckle up, Arkansas.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
And we're back. Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. We're visiting with Carlton Wing of Wing Media and Arkansas's Great Outdoors Television. We also have in studio with us Jeb Burnett. And we've got Miss Amy Hendricks, who's fresh back from New Zealand after 4 years? 4 years, 5 years. So anyway, we're talking about.
You missed her, didn't you?
I did.
You missed a whole year.
Well, she was in Australia for part of that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'll say it won't be a family feud. I'm sorry.
That's right. So back to Arkansas. Arkansas's great outdoors. What is on tap, and how is that evolving?
We're on I think we're entering our 5th season now. We've got episode 69, 70 coming down the pipe here pretty soon. That'll be next week. We have some features that are just absolutely fun every time. We talked about the online big bass battle in the last segment. That's just a thrill. One of my favorite things to do on that show is our segment called First Fish, where we take somebody to catch their first ever fish on camera. And for those of us who have caught fish before, we get to relive what it was like to feel that first magical tug and wondering what's going to come out of the lake or out of the river. And we've got in next week's episode will be 2 sisters that catch their first ever fish, one age 5 and the other one age 9. And it's an interesting story because we had to go out twice. We try to put them in situations where we know they're going to catch fish, but Mother Nature is still in charge of all of this. And so we went out on a day, and the fish just weren't biting. We got one fish, and the 5-year-old happened to catch it. And then we had to come back a little bit later, and we went, and then the 9-year-old was able to join in. So now both those girls can say we are new anglers in the state of Arkansas, and so that's kind of fun. It's just a thrill to see how they learn this and get excited about it.
Nothing like catching your first brim and you get finned pretty good,
Yeah, we try not to. I tell you, one of my favorite first fish episodes, though, we were in Carlisle and we had a family of 4 kids. The youngest one was 3 and the oldest was 11. And there was a 9-year-old girl, and she caught her first fish, and we did them in pairs. She caught her first fish, and I reached down, and we were bank fishing, and I pull out about a 3-pound bass. It was a very nice fish. And I hold it up. I pull it up out of the water, and I hold it up. I said, "What do you think?" And she kind of takes a step back and says, "That's disgusting." And I was like, "Oh, no." It's on camera and everything. It's like, "Oh, wow, that's disgusting." So I just kind of laugh, and so we go on, and then her brother is catching a fish, and we're going through this, and about 15 minutes later, I can see out of the corner of my eye, she is back there, that same girl that said it was disgusting, is talking to her dad. And then she goes and picks up a rod, and then she starts fishing. And she caught about 6 fish by the time we were done. And she went from being, "That's disgusting," to being a convert in about 15 minutes. And that's what's cool, is when they can really catch the vision, and all of a sudden they think, "Oh, this is actually pretty neat." And so we love introducing the world of angling to anybody. But I've also had people in their 60s catch their first ever fish as well.
There's an electricity that just emanates, doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. When somebody catches a fish, including yourself, you just feel it. You feel that jolt.
Yes.
But you can also see it in somebody else. And to see that amplified by whatever power it is, when somebody catches their first one, it's just something you never forget.
Yeah. That's that mystery. You know, you sometimes you can see the fish when it bites, but usually you can feel the tug, and then as you're reeling it in, the rod's shaking and you're reeling, and it's just what's going to come up out of the water. And when you finally see it, it's just that magical feeling. And no matter how many fish you've caught, my heart rate goes up every time I set that hook.
Yep. And my biggest fear is that I'm with somebody that catches their first one and it's a catfish, because I hate them. I hate looking at them. I hate touching them. I don't like anything about them.
Fun to eat, but not.
I like to eat them.
Yeah, I'll do that. Speaking of which, there's a place that Ray and I like to go that has really good catfish. And
which place is that?
It's Crazy's. They got great catfish.
Oh yeah. I love Corky's, and I like...
Oyster Bar has really good, great catfish.
Oh, yes, they do, and so does Walk-Ons.
Yeah.
Walk-Ons does, sure do.
You can't eat it all.
Yeah, and I don't know what they do. Like a couple of these places, it's like it stays hot for as long as you have it. Never goes...
Well, that's Oyster Bar.
Yeah.
How they do that, I don't know.
I don't know.
First bite and the last bite's still hot.
Wow. Is that uranium? A little seasoning there. Yeah.
You're on a roll, Carl.
That's a new episode.
Echoes of Vertac.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, my Lord.
Changing subjects here. I remember one time, I guess as my daughter Brooke caught her first one, there was a big drum on the Ouachita River. And because Amy was in the boat too, and this thing was pulling, and she just tries to throw the rod at Amy, because it just freaked her out. It was pretty funny. We ended up getting this thing. It's like big, ugly drum. It must have weighed about 18 pounds.
That's a big fish, though. That's
Yeah.
a big fish.
Yeah, it was. So, you talk about how do you conceptualize, new topics for the show and to keep it fresh and exciting.
One of the things is just traveling around the state. We have such a diversity of topography here in Arkansas. As you can go to any section of the state you go to is going to be different than any other, and not every state has that. A lot of states are kind of, you go from one border to the next border, the eastern border to the western border. It's all the same, but we've got the Ozarks, we've got the Ouachitas, we've got the Delta, we've got the Timberlands. I mean, there's just and then for fishing, you've got rivers, you've got swamps, you've got streams, you've got deep water reservoirs. I mean, there's so many different things to do. Everywhere you go is its own story. We have soon to be 53 state parks, and every one of those state parks has a story. They all have some kind of history as to why they're there. It's not just because of the natural beauty. And so that's just been a treasure trove of stories. And then you get into the people who have done so many things in the state of Arkansas, from Vexus Boats, that started Ranger and now it's Vexus, and you've got Pradco and all of the lures that are manufactured there. We've got rod manufacturers. We've got Trout Magnet. And you get into the fly fishing world. There's so many different stories. I haven't come anywhere near to the end of the run to where I have to start over again.
Heavens no.
That's just the fishing part of it too. And then we've got Arkansas, for whatever reason, in the past decade has become what Connecticut used to be to the firearms industry. We've got
we have it's not a cottage industry anymore.
Yeah.
It's a significant industry. When you see Walther in Fort Smith, and then you can go to our homegrown Nighthawk Industries and Wilson Combat, but we've in that, and then you look at just the hunting industry as well here.
Fiocchi's got a huge
ammunition plant here. Of course, Remington's been here forever.
6 Hour over in
6 Hour.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is going to become of Remington Firearms? Is that done?
No. Remington was sold.
We'll come back to that. I that's one of my specialties. You know that.
Start a big topic.
Right at the break.
So it keeps people going through the commercials.
That's right. Yeah. Stay with us on Red Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. We're going to find out what's become of Remington Arms.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
It's a tough time, injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong. Right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters. It's that time of the year where people start thinking about the holidays and Arkansas's many hunting seasons. So if you're headed south to the Deer Woods or a duck blind, you owe it yourself to stock up at Dixon Road Wine and Spirits. They're the first exit on 530 towards Pine Bluff. You'll find it easy on and easy off, and their prices are easier on your wallet. Their convenient drive-thru will have you on your way in a matter of minutes. They're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. That's Dixon Road Wine and Spirits, where your dollar means more.
This is Chris Roberts with Southern Bank. You and your business are doing big things in our community. Our financial tools are just what businesses need to succeed, but finding funds for your business can be tricky. At Southern Bank, we make it easy for local businesses to get financing for the things that help with their success. With a variety of loan and deposit products, your business can be prepared with a financial plan tailored for your business needs. To start your relationship with Southern Bank, visit us at southernbank.com or stop by one of our convenient branches. Member FDIC.
Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families presents Central Arkansas Soup Sunday, March 1st at 3:30 at the Jack Stevens Center at UA Little Rock. Arkansas Advocates works for an Arkansas where every child and family has every opportunity for success. Central Arkansas Soup Sunday benefiting Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families, March 1st at 3:30. Tickets are available at aradvocates.org and at the door.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
And we're back with Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. We've been living the good life here in the Arkansas Outdoors, talking some hunting and fishing, and I got to share this. I'm going to tell on myself. You know, we have the Christmas holiday deer hunt for 3 days after Christmas, right? So I have an annual hunt that I do with Dr. Bobby McGee, former dean of graduate studies at UAMS. And we hunted a new place near Mount Ida, and so here it is. You know, I'm in a ground blind, and we've got it going on. Last light, I've got the muzzle loader because I'm doing that because I want to get the triple trophy. That's all I'm lacking. And here comes the doe, 40 yards, chip shot through the scope right there. Pow! I don't know how long the hang fire lasts, Jeb, but long enough. And smoke cleared. We looked, and I was saying, there's no need to look for this deer. It's alive and well somewhere else, but we did it anyway. And did not get my triple trophy this year. But you know what? We also did not have to waste half the night messing with a deer. We went and sat by a fire and had a good time.
So there you go. You have one of those fake bullets like you gave me one time? Is that what?
So, Ray, tell that story. We were in a clays shoot a couple of years back, and I had loaded up a special shell for Ray.
They don't call me Deadeye for nothing.
And I had it loaded with confetti. And he fired that thing off, and paper went everywhere. I never saw a man look so confused. So anyway, what's
and we're still friends.
We're still friends. Yeah. One of the things, you and I had a conversation a while back, because I was noticing that there, a number of years ago, like the 40 caliber Smith & Wesson was the thing, and now very, very hard to find. Nobody carries them anymore.
The 40 short and weak.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, man. The 40 short and weak. The 40 Smith & Wesson was a 1988 solution to a problem that didn't exist.
Well, aren't they all solutions to problems?
They are. Yeah, they are. The idea behind the 40 Smith & Wesson was 9mm size firearm, 45 caliber quote-unquote stopping power. Pistols don't have stopping power. It failed on both accounts. The recoil of the 40 Smith & Wesson was actually pretty snappy and pretty nasty, particularly in a 9mm size handgun. And its ballistics just weren't that great. Modern ammunition, the 9mm is very effective. Again, pistol calibers, they punch holes anyway. There's no such thing as stopping power for a pistol caliber. I mean, the bigger a hole you can punch, the better off you are, but pistol calibers are an exsanguination event. They're going to bleed to death. So a 9mm where you can put you have more rounds in the firearm. It's less recoil. You can shoot it faster and more accurately. You can put more holes on target faster with a 9mm, and with modern ammunition, there's no difference whatsoever.
What is your favorite self-defense bullet?
I personally carry a Sig Sauer P365 X Macro with a 135 grain Hornady Critical Duty Plus P. The Gold Dot G2s in the 124 Plus Ps and the 147s are also excellent. I look for them to pass most of the FBI protocol tests, which means I want them to shoot through a barrier, shoot through clothing, and retain as much of their weight as they're possible. If it expands, awesome. Again, it's punching a hole. Pistols are great to get you to a rifle. So,
okay. Carlton, how do people find Arkansas's Great Outdoors? Where can they see this?
Yeah, well, here in Central Arkansas, we're on Channel 11 Sunday mornings at 7:30. Now, occasionally during the football season, we'll get a little preemption just because of some of the other scheduling, so they'll move us up to 5:30 a.m. So I just always say, set your DVR to find Arkansas's Great Outdoors, and they'll find it. But we're also up in Jonesboro, Fort Smith, Fayetteville, Springfield, Missouri, Memphis, nationally on the World Fishing Network. You can see us 4 times a week there as well. But here in Central Arkansas, for most of this audience, Sunday mornings on Channel 11, we've been there for a while now, and just a great partner, and just exceptional stuff. You can also find us on, we've got Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channel as well. Just search Arkansas's Great Outdoors. Recently, I saw a 1967 episode of the Kurt Gowdy Show, American Sportsman, I think it was. And it was really cool. Joe Foss was there, and somebody else. It was some people, but it's just amazing to see how more advanced the cinematography is, the way things flow, the excitement of it, with what you're doing compared to what that was. Yeah, well, the technology has made so many more things possible. I mean, just the cameras are lighter. The microphones. I just got a new wireless microphone set up today that just arrived. You can just clip it to your lapel. It can record 32 hours right there. And then you just download it. I mean, what's incredible is the technology that has made it possible for more and more people to tell stories. When before, back certainly in the 60s, but even the 80s and the 2000s, it was tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars is what you would need to have the equipment to shoot your own television show. Now you can do it with a GoPro and a regular microphone for hundreds of dollars if you're creative enough. Everybody can
fastest hour of my life every week.
You folks have a great week. It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. Get out and enjoy the outdoors.